tell me a little bit about your relationship and how you two work together with what you do.
Go for it, man. We've had a lot of fun. Zane was just discussing with Shelby.
Yeah.
We're very fortunate. You know, we've always, thanks to our parents and our grandparents and our entire family history, you know, we've always been surrounded by water, and more importantly, water sports. You know, we're not just lying around the beach, splashing around, but we're in it, we're living in it, we're feeling it, we're experiencing it, and we're learning a lot. And yeah, Zane has taken it so many steps farther when it comes to going to different parts of the world, bringing us along, meeting new people, and really taking full grasp of that whole thought of everyone being connected to water. I feel like he does a really good job at bringing everybody together, educating and teaching people that don't even understand what he's saying. They speak another language, and he's connecting with them. He's teaching them. He's letting them know, hey, we're all sharing the same body of water here. It's a pretty cool thing. We've experienced together as a family a lot, and we've also experienced all around the world new people, new things, new places. It's great.
What's your take on that, Zane?
Yeah, I agree with everything Matty said. I mean, we're very fortunate enough to be brought up in a place like Maui, and let alone with a family like the one we were brought up in. My grandparents started the sport of windsurfing and were heavily involved in ocean sports their whole life. And, you know, I guess it goes back to even before that probably, but but our grandpa actually went to school with Hobie Alter, Grubby Clark, Tom Morey, and yeah, I mean, but those names, if you know anything about ocean sports, those are the hugest names in ocean sports. I mean, Hobie Alter inventing the Hobie Cat sailboat, Tom Morey inventing the boogie board, Grubby Clark revolutionizing the surfing industry with Clark foam, and then my grandpa coming up with windsurfing. And the funny thing is, you know, they were all our ages, like my brother, sister, and I, sitting on the beach trying to find the best thing to do every day, you know, because not every day is perfect for surfing. You know, the days that it was mushy and, you know, not good for going out, Tom Morey was like, oh, let's go boogie board. We can still have fun if it's not perfect. And so I think just that story is so classic to me, because everyone can relate to that, you know, sitting at the beach, hanging out with their friends or your family, and, you know, putting down the surfboard and going body surfing for a little bit, or, you know, or throwing down the paddle and messing around, you know, lay down surfing with their board. You know, it's all, you know, it's fun to experience new things and to, you know, be a beginner again. And I think that's what's really fun about trying new things is, you know, you start from square one and you get to feel that learning curve, and you get to progress quick in something new, and you get to have fun, be a kook. You know, you can't be cool all the time, so it's fun to kook out sometimes.
So,
Stand-up paddling helps a lot with that.
yeah. Does it surprise you in any way how fast the stand-up paddling piece of this has taken off and has spread from east to west to east?
It's amazing just to see. I mean, let alone Hawaii, of course. Everyone knows that it's a strong connection to water sports and stand-up paddling in Hawaii. But traveling in Europe, I mean, geez, almost so many cars have stand-up paddle boards on them. It's crazy. You know, it is truly growing globally, and it's amazing to see. And now even in the States, so much. You know, you see even in the inland parts of the States and the Midwest and all over the East Coast and, of course, the West Coast. And it's cool to see it blowing up, not only in the coastal places. Surfing's coastal. Stand-up paddling is something that you could do in any body of water, and I think that's a big factor why, you know, it's really grown to be what it is today, because you could do it in lakes, rivers, pools, you know, seas, oceans, whatever. You can do it in your bathtub if you want. And you can easily do it. I think that's the most important part. You know, anybody can pick it up. Today, Matty and I were just taking out family friends, you know, who just brought some big boards down to the beach, give them a 2-minute little lesson, and boom, they're out catching waves. You know, it's as easy as that. Mm-hmm. And the most important thing is to make sure you're in the right environment, and you know, there's a time and a place for everything. So go out there and have fun, give it a try, because it's easy to learn. But just make sure you're doing it safely and you got the right equipment.
Now, your photographs are amazing.
Well, thank you very much.
And kind of the way that the two of you, gosh, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but what inspires you with your photography and your artwork in that respect?
What inspires me? My mom over there raising her hand. Definitely, my mom always inspires me. You know, the beginning, it's funny, what really got me into photography, it wasn't really a love right away. It was almost kind of my connection with my brother, to be able to travel with him hugely. And also, you know, my connection with not wanting to give up that dream of wanting to be a pro surfer. You know, after I just had a couple bad accidents racing dirt bike, went to college and all that, and you know, I still wanted to be involved. I realized I was going somewhere else, and I was just trying to stick with my brother, make videos. Everything was for my brother for the first 2 years, and then I almost got sick of videos, you know, doing videos and doing photography, and I kind of just thought I wasn't really doing it for myself, and then I kind of stepped back and realized how much I've done and what I've made, and you know, how much I've learned, and that this really could be a career, and so just I need to market myself and not just market my brother. And all of a sudden I started looking at it from a whole nother angle. I started doing it for myself, and I took up photography too, not even just a year ago. Like, honestly,
Wow.
I've been doing videography for 6 years or something, and I always kind of went like this to photography. I was like, oh, it's so easy. All you gotta do is take a photo. You know, where I'm all about manual settings, manual everything, and to me, video, there's just so much into it, but it's time consuming, and if you're not putting your 110% into it, you know, I'm really picky about my product, my quality. I made so many videos and didn't even put it out, and you know, I've wasted a lot of time. And now I'm doing it for the love of it. I'm putting my passion into it. I'm trying to get things out quickly, and I'm doing what I love. And the photography to me is a whole new, gets me excited. It really does. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I can just capture that one moment in time that really can let your imagination go off with it. Whereas a video, you're creating everything. You're watching it. You create that feeling, that vibe with the
Right.
music, with the cuts. Whereas a photo, it's you can almost, it's that one moment where anybody can have their own imagination just take off on them. Pretty cool. So I'm loving it.
But what's crazy about Matty's videography too, is that we hear a song on the radio, and it'll immediately take us back to our trip in Ubatuba, Brazil, where Matty made a video edit with that song on it or whatever, you know. And so these videos are not just quality work and epic mementos, but it's truly like our best souvenirs from all these trips. Like, we can anytime go back and look at our fun times we had in this area and kind of flash back to our trip. And I think everyone else too, you know, really looks at Matty's work, and especially his aerial work, which he's just killing it with lately. And it's cool to see that people really study Matty. Every time Matty posts a video, people are ready to watch it and follow and check out what's good in the life of the Schweitzers.
And I know, Zane, one of the things that you're very passionate about is the environmental work. And you were telling me on the beach earlier about looking for that sunscreen that's going to be reef safe. And tell me a little bit about what's going on here on Maui that you're involved with.
Yeah, so I think as as an ocean enthusiast, you know, if you like any sport, you can call yourself ocean enthusiast. You know, as ocean enthusiasts, I think we have to play a certain part to keep our playgrounds clean and to keep it still pristine for the next generation, for the keiki. And so, you know, I've always liked to be able to share the importance with friends and family of, you know, if you see a piece of trash from the beach, pick it up, throw it away, you know, because it's one more piece of trash that's not going to be in the water. And, you know, a lot of people have a mind state where, you know, they feel like, you know, we can't make a difference, you know, just one little thing. But, you know, it really is becoming a point in time where it's cool to take care of your local beach. You know, it's cool to take care of yourself, you know, of your own health. And people are starting to catch on to, you know, the importance of really doing something one by one. It doesn't have to be much, you know. But it does make a difference because, you know, this world's we're in a crazy time that we're living in, and you know, every little thing that we can do helps. And if it means not, you know, from my point of view, if it means I don't want to contribute to any of that myself, because I'm in the water every day. I think of the ocean as my church, my place to go and you know, be clean, release stress, have fun, and express myself. I don't want to have to be on a beach with trash or dirty water. You know, I want to be able to be floating with the fishes and looking down and seeing colorful reef and, you know, see nature. And, you know, every little thing when it comes to even sunscreens, you know, I try not to contribute to having bad sunscreens that could affect the reef or affect the ocean environment and ecosystem, you know. So the more and more I travel, the more I create an appreciation for, you know, wanting to keep our home pristine, because I've seen so many paradises destroyed, whether it's they're before the point of being developed, or paradises in the process of being developed, or paradises that have already been destroyed from overdevelopment, you know. And the world's filled with so many beautiful places, which is the amazing thing. I mean, every time I travel to a new place, I mean, I look out the plane window and I'm like, wow, another beautiful place in this world, you know. And you know, I think the more you travel, the more you create appreciation for you know, where you're from, whether it's better or worse, you know. There's always a way to give back to your community and take care of your home.
You're also pretty involved in the Stand-Up for the Cure stuff as well, right?
Yeah, the Stand Up for the Cure has been an event that our family has been really happy to be involved with. It started off over a dinner conversation, really. I mean, Rob and Judy Vivian have been good, close friends with my family and I, and we were out stand-up paddling at Laniopoko, like we have been doing every Wednesday the last few years with Rob and Judy when they're in town, and we could tell Judy was a little acting different. And over dinner that night, she shared with us that she just found out she had breast cancer. And talking with my mom, they were doing their chats, and she was sharing to my mom that she felt so much better just in the water. You know, even though she was dealing with this weight on her shoulders of finding out, being diagnosed with cancer, and not knowing how to tell her loved ones. But as soon as she stepped on the water, as soon as she got on the board, she said she felt that weight lift off, and she forgot about it, and just got to be clear and have you know. And she was explaining to us how good it felt, and my mom was like, "There's other women out there like this. We gotta do something about it. Let's do an event where we promote stand-up paddling and the therapy that it can bring so many people." And it's true. Stand-up paddling and other ocean sports truly can bring positivity into your life and let you forget about whatever stress you're dealing with. The Stand Up for the Cure is the most philanthropical event in the stand-up paddle world. It's actually is from the SUP Awards. And it's affected so many people's lives, and it's affected my life as well. My mother and Judy Vivian are the founders of the event. They came up with the idea over a dinner on Maui, and it was the day that Judy Vivian shared with us that she was diagnosed with breast cancer. And after paddling with us that day, she felt all the weight of the cancer and stress off her shoulders as soon as she got on the board. And talking with my mother over dinner, my mom said, we got to do something for all the other women out there who feel that same way, who need this in their life. So they came up with the idea of the Stand Up for the Cure. And what a better sport, and there's no better sport to utilize it than stand-up paddling, because anybody could pick it up and within minutes be enjoying it with their friends, with their family, on the water having a good time, whether it's on a lake, a pool, or in the ocean. So the Stand Up for the Cure has raised over $500,000 in the last 4 years with our events. We've now extended our events to London, Miami, and maybe even some new featured locations coming up soon here. So make sure to give us a follow on Stand Up for the Cure on Facebook and support the cause however you can, because we truly are having fun while saving lives. We even hold the Guinness Book of World Records for the largest stand-up paddle lesson, hosted by myself and my team of instructors, Matt Becker, Brennan Rose, and more. But it was a blast because we got to teach over 600 people at one time how to stand-up paddle. And literally, we had officially around 600, but we had close to 1,000 people on the water at once, all paddling with us. You know, it was amazing. It was crazy. And so, Stand Up for the Cure, awesome event. You can check it out at standup-for-the-cure.org.
You know, together Zane and I both, you know, we've always been into teaching surfing and giving back to the community, especially locally here. You know, we started some of our local surf schools growing up. That was our first jobs, and you know, everywhere we go, traveling around the world, we were always trying to teach people the knowledge and the history that we've learned here in Hawaii, and also from our family. And you know, throughout the years, we've done it all out of passion. Zane's so enthusiastic about it; it's amazing. And I think it was in Peru in 2011. It was just huge. It was insane. It was, you know, it was one of the most amazing experiences I've ever had. See people that were nobody in the water one day, a few days before the event, and by the end of the event, after our Zane Superground clinics, literally the next day, there's just kids playing in the water, waist high, knee high, you know, just splashing. They don't even have surfboards. You know, we gave them one. It's like 10 trying to fight over it. Can't even surf on it 'cause there's so many kids fighting over it. But you know, it's just kids having fun, being introduced to the water, and that really sparked it in us. You know, we've had Schweitzer Sports with Maui Sports Adventures here in Maui, where I myself, that's one of my biggest incomes and my best, funnest things to do in my life is teach surfing here on Maui every morning. But we've really developed a thing where it took Zane's passion and he's just pushed it, and he's done it all himself. You know, I'm saying you know, we've helped create the space of it, but when it comes to the Zane Supergrounds, something Zane's really done
all non-profit,
you know?
too. We don't profit on it at all.
Mm-hmm. And he's so passionate about it. He's all about getting the kids together. He's all about having fun, and really any single person that looks discouraged or not so sure if they want to go in, this is the guy that's gonna get you in there, having a blast, having fun, really enjoy it and want to go again. So maybe you can say a few words about it and what your passions are, but it really is an amazing thing that he's doing just out of nowhere. He's taken his own passion and love for helping other people and really turned it into one of his biggest accomplishments.